Very good morning, Doctor. This is Group 1, and today we are going to present about the factors that influence the engagement in TikTok Live. So I'm Weng Shan, matrix number 284657. So I will start with the elaboration of problem statement. First of all, how TikTok Live is being used in marketing strategy. So TikTok Live is not only a social media platform, but also can be a marketing tool. Therefore, in this study, we need to know how the industry utilizing TikTok in publishing their popularity or generating more and more exposure from the society for their own benefit. Secondly, will be the audience insight accessibility through TikTok Live. So as a firm or company, it's good that I have the accessibility to my own content inside, so I can have a better understanding on how to publish my own content or advertisement, so the result can be better. For instance, better advertising effect. So it's a factor that we need to study. Thirdly, will be the ways TikTok Live compete with other live stream companies such as YouTube, Facebook, IG, and so on. There are plenty of social media in the market, and why a China social media platform can be so outstanding. So this is one of the most important factors that we need to know about, the way they compete with other giants companies. Fourthly, as a global well-known social media, the user base itself is consists of people from all around the world, complete different backgrounds such as different country, language, religion, culture, and so on. Therefore, how TikTok Live put out all the barrier between people is one of the most significant factors we need to really identify. Last but not least, how TikTok Live provide information access to all their users. So, as the user base is filled with multiplicity, how they provide a relevant information access to all their users is one of the most challenging factor that we have to know about. We have to study about. So I will further to the next.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Joovis Gunawan, metric number 283083. In this session, I would like to present the objective and the hypothesis. Maybe we wonder, why did someone want to engage in our TikTok live video? What are the factors that make someone want to like our video, want to comment in our video, or want to share our video? So here we have two objectives. The first is to identify the factors that influence TikTok live engagement, and the second is to investigate the relationship between those factors with users and consumers. Previously, we have talked about the objective. Now, let's talk about the hypothesis. So, we propose five hypotheses here, which is perceived sociability, perceived of informativeness, perceived of enjoyment, narcissism, and envy are the factors that influence the TikTok live engagement. To see the detail about this, we talk about this in the next slide. First of all is sociability. Sociability refers to someone that feel that they can maintain the connection with others using social media. And previous paper by Juhaimi in 2014 said that people are more likely to use social media to make connection. So our first hypothesis is the higher the sociability, the higher the TikTok live engagement. And the second is informativeness. Informativeness is a degree that someone feels that they can seek new knowledge or extra knowledge from the social media. And a paper by Ji Hyung Son 2022 said that more people are likely to seek information about a product that they want to buy from social media. So our second hypothesis is the higher the informative, the higher the TikTok live engagement. The next is enjoyment. Enjoyment is a degree to which someone when using computers, in this case TikTok, is regarded as entertaining. And study by Taufik Hassan in 2021 said that TikTok viewers' intention to participate in live stream video were positively influenced by enjoyment. So our third hypothesis is higher perceived enjoyment, higher TikTok live engagement. And the fourth is narcissism. Narcissism is a personality disorder. It entails feeling of being unique, need for someone admiration, and concern of being the center of attention. And people who pay much attention to their appearance might contribute more in a TikTok live as they believe that they have enough charm to attract others to watch their video or to interact with them or send them a cue while viewing a live stream video. And it is stated by Ming and Leung in 2021. So our fourth hypothesis is higher narcissism, higher TikTok live engagement. And this is the last hypothesis. Envy. Envy is a negative emotional response to someone's superiority, achievement, or advantages, in which the envier desires that advantages or wish that the envied person's lack of that advantages. And previous paper report that university students in China who use social media frequently reported to having an intense feeling of envy as stated by Tendok et al. In 2015 and Project et al. In 2023. So our fifth hypothesis is higher NB, higher TikTok live engagement.
Assalamualaikum Doctor. My name is Iznie Maisyarah Binti Selleh and my metric number is 287968. Now I will explain on the data collection procedure. The main data collection method of this study is an online survey. The survey was developed using Google Forms, which is a free online tool provided by Google that enable users to create surveys or forms and share them with others. Due to the time frame, we collected the data by convenient sampling. The unit of analysis for our research is individual. In general, the respondent had to spend around 5 to 6 minutes to complete the survey. For instrument development, the first section of the questionnaire includes a brief introduction, informed consent, and a filtering question. If respondents answer yes, they can continue to answer the question, but if they choose no, they will be directed to the end of the questionnaire and were not able to contribute to the findings. The second section is for collecting demographic information of the targeted respondents. The other section is to investigate the factors that influence engagement in TikTok Live. The number of items for each section is as follows. Engagement in TikTok Live, 4 items. Perceived sociability, 4 items. Perceived informative, 4 items. Perceived enjoyment, 4 items. Narcissism, 4 items, and perceived envy, 4 items. The last section is to express our gratitude to the respondents for answering our questionnaire. After the instruments were developed, the link for the questionnaire were distributed through WhatsApp, which is a free cross-platform messaging service that allows users to exchange text, media, and communicate with others. The survey was distributed on 26 June 2023 and ended on 8 July 2023. Now, we move on to the data analysis. Upon collecting enough respondents, we did data cleaning by removing 18 out of 78 respondents that did not pass the filtering questions from our findings. So the total number of respondents that contribute to our finding are 60 people. This stat helps to ensure the quality of the data and produce more accurate results. The clean data is then analyzed using SPSS, which is a powerful statistical software that enables users to quickly extract actionable insights from the given data. We did correlation analysis to find out the relationship between the concerned hypothesis and TikTok live engagement. The results from the analysis were then discussed.
Okay, doctors, my name is Beh Huey Siang and my metric number is 285626. So I would like to present about the data analysis. So how to test the reliability of the study. First, we need to change the data that we collect from the respondents to the numericals. Then, okay, for example, we need, for example, strongly disagree. One is represent strongly disagree. Two is represent disagree, and so on. Okay, next, after change all the data into numericals, okay, select the analysis in the navigations bar and then select the test that you want, for example, reliability test. And then in the reliability test, okay, you need to click statistic and then select the item that you want to test. For example, variance, mean, standard deviation, correlations, and then move to this one. Okay, drag all the item in the construct into the box and just press OK and the SPSS will directly test the reliability. So this is the reliability test result of our study. So how to determine the data is that we collect is reliable. This need to based on the combat alpha. Okay, if the data is reliable, it should be the combat alpha should be more than or equal to 0.7. So based on the reliability test, all of our data of our construct for items for the construct is reliable. Next, for the correlationship test that from SPSS, based on the test, okay, all of our construct relationship with engagement in TikTok Live is positively relationship except the perceived envy, which mean uh, the value is negative 0.338, which mean if the persons that feel envious about the content in TikTok Live, they won't engage and they won't engage in TikTok Live. And other than that, perceived sociability, informative, enjoyment, and narcissism on a positive relationship between the engagement in TikTok Live.
That we have to know about, we have to study about. So I will further to the next part, which is the interpretation of data analysis. So there will be five main perceived in our research, which is the perceived envy, perceived sociability, informative, enjoyment, and narcissism. So there are four of them are showing positive correlation, which is the perceived sociability, perceived informative, perceived enjoyment, and narcissism. There are only one perceived that are showing negative correlation, which is the perceived envy. In other words, means an individual will not engage in TikTok Live if they felt envy about a particular content in TikTok Live. So for those who are showing positive correlation, it means that there will be high possibility of an individual engagement in TikTok Live is because of those uh, factors like such as social. They are seeking for sociability, they are seeking for information, enjoyment, and narcissism. So this is my brief presentation about these two these two parts. So I will pass the presentation to my teammate. So thank you.
Ryan and I will present about the finding and discussion part. So they have 60 participants who involved in our study, and out of the 60%, they have 56.7% were male, and most of them are aged between 18 until 25 years old, and most of them are Malaysians, and there are 38.3% of the participants stream TikTok Live multiple times, and most of them are using TikTok Live less than 1 hour each time. And comedy and entertainment is the high percentage of contents that participants choose to explore.
Assalamu alaikum and very good morning, Doctor. My name is Rayan Mahfoud Hussein Magammal. My metric number is 282731. I will present the data analysis and discussion for the sociability and enjoyment with the engagement in TikTok Live. So first, I will start the sociability. The table shows the correlation test between the sociability and engagement in TikTok. Uh, and it has a strongly positive relationship with high effect because it has the person correlation was 0.852 and the p-value was smaller than 0.01, which shows the relationship is significant, and it is and also prove that the assist of the correlation is not happened in random occurrence. This is because the TikTok application help people to fulfill the feeling of being related and social. Also, it is escaping from the reality to a remixing content. Next, the table shows the correlation test between the engagement in TikTok and the enjoyment. The relationship shows that the relationship is strongly positive relationship, and also shows that it has a high effect because of the person correlation is 0.603, and also the p-value was smaller than 0.01, which prove to us that the relationship is significant, and also have the confidence to prove that the correlation is not a random occurrence. This is because the TikTok application help people to fulfill the feeling of being related and social. Also, it is escaping from the reality to a remixing content.
Next, the table illustrates a correlations analysis between engagement in TikTok Live and perceived informative, and it is positive associate between these two constructs. And the Pearson's correlations coefficients value of 0.380 suggests a moderate effect, and the relationship was significant due to the p-value for these correlations being 0.003, which is smaller than 0.05, and therefore the findings strongly support the ideas that increased engagement in TikTok Live is positively associated with the higher perception of informative. This is because TikTok Live is one of the social media that provide a platform for the user and any individuals to advertise the information such as business, product informations, and to do information exchange between each other, and also gain more informations that they interest. Therefore, if individual has much information want to obtain or find, the engagement in TikTok Live also will increase due to this. The table shows that the correlation test between engagement in TikTok Live and narcissism, and it is strongly positive relationship between these two constructs, and it's also indicating the high effect because of the Pearson's correlation coefficient was 0.71, and the p-value is smaller than 0.001, so it was significant, and this shows that we have enough confidence and evidence to prove that the axis of these correlations, and also to show that correlation is not random occurrence. And based on the previous study, individuals was most likely to give good feedback and high quality rating of themselves presented content, and more likely to advertise their success to receive the high visible award and recognitions, for example like and love icon in the from the content in TikTok Live. And it can prove that large number of individuals are most likely to engage in TikTok Live because they want to receive more positive feedback and phrase work for the content that they post in TikTok Live, and therefore the individuals engaged in TikTok Live is highly correlated with the level of narcissism. Next is the correlation test between engagement in TikTok Live and perceived envy. So it indicates that it is moderate negative relationship between these two constructs because of the Pearson's correlations coefficient is negative 0.346, and also it is statistically significant because of the p-value for these correlations is 0.007, which means it's smaller than 0.05. So, and this is due to the fact that envy can only occur on TikTok Live when it is directed at another user who shared the envious person's most distinguishing characteristic. And however, a recent study showed that perceived envy also can be positive. And this is because the perceived envy will distinguish into assimilative benefit emotions, which is benign envy to others. Perhaps individuals will feel envy when they saw some content is better than them when they engage in TikTok Live, and therefore in this study most of the individuals will not engage in TikTok Live if they feel jealous or envious with other people's content or happiness.
The findings of this research emphasize the role of perceived sociability, perceived informative, perceived enjoyment, perceived narcissism, and perceived envy in influencing TikTok users to engage with TikTok Live. Understanding these factors can help in designing effective strategies to enhance engagement in TikTok Live. This study has some interesting findings. However, the use of convenience sampling may result in a lack of variety and bias in the sampling, since the participants are not randomly chosen from a larger population. Hence, this can limit the spectrum of opinions and experiences represented in the sample, and it may not apply to other groups that are not chosen. To enhance the understandings about factors that influence engagement in TikTok Live, longitudinal studies and qualitative research techniques such as interview can be done.